Hello everyone, welcome back to our lesson today, lesson 10.5, and today we are going to talk about how to convert between metric measures. We said before the first part of this lesson, which is how can we convert between the units using these diagrams. We have hand diagram and we have from kilo to unit diagram. Okay, now as we said before, according to this hand, to remember it, you have to know each finger, the name of each finger. So we have here K for kilo, as I said before, K for kilo, U for unit we use, D for DC, C for centi, M for milli. And between each finger we have 10, 10, 10. If we move from big to small, and K, which is kilo, is the greatest unit, and M is the smallest unit. From K passing through unit, DC, centi, to reach the smallest unit, milli, if we move in this direction, you have to multiply because we are converting here from big to small. In the opposite direction, from small to big, divided, as we studied before. Okay, let's see this diagram. Between unit and kilo, we have a big space here between these two fingers. So we have here two extra units, which is hecto and deca. And between kilo and hecto, multiply by 10. Between hecto and deca, multiply by another 10. Between deca and unit, multiply by another 10. And of course, when we move in the next or the opposite direction, we have to divide because we are moving from small to big. Okay, now if you have to measure length, you will insert meter in each one of this measure. So kilo, it will be kilometer. Unit, it will be meter because we are measuring here length. DC, it will be DC meter, denoted by this symbol. Okay, centi will be centimeter, and milli will be millimeter. You have to understand, if you want to measure any unit, you will use every single one of these symbols, but you will put the unit of this measure that you're going to use. So if you want to use capacity here, so we are talking here about liters. So firstly we have kiloliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. Next we have weight. Weight, we are talking about grams here. So it will be kilograms, gram, decigram, centigram, milligram. Okay, and we have also hecto. In length, we have hectometer, we have decameter. Okay, capacity, we have hectoliter, we have decaliter. Weight, we have hectogram, decagram. Okay, okay, let's move back to our lesson. Let's open your book, page 611. Now, he asked me to convert from 15,000 meters. So we have here meters. So we asking about here length, 2 kilometers. Okay, let's see. Meter to kilometer. So we replace the unit here with meter because he asking about length. From meter, we want to convert it to kilometer. So the unit here, we are going to use meter instead of unit because we are talking here about length. So we have from meter to kilometer. So you have to divide. Okay, let's move to another board here. We have to divide. We have 15,000. Divide by what? Between kilo, and this will be kilometer, of course, kilometer, because we are talking about length again. You have to understand what you are dealing with. So you are dealing with here length, so you have to use meter in each single unit. So we have here kilometer, and we have the unit here, replace it with meter. Then between kilometer here and meter, 1000, but we are moving here from big to small, small to big. He asked me to convert from meter to kilometer. So you have to convert from small to big. So you have to divide. Divide by what? 1000. Because between these two fingers, 1000. So if we divide by 1000, as we said before, in division, you have to cancel the same number of zeros. So 0 is 0, 0 with another 0, and the last 0 with the last 0. So we have here 15 divided by 1. Any number divided by 1 equals the same number. So the answer here is 15. 15 what? 15 kilowatt. We are talking about length here, so it will be kilometer. Okay, let's move to our lesson here. Okay, let's write this. Meters are 3 power of 10 smaller than kilometer. 3 power of 10, it means 3 power of 10. So it will be 3 tenths multiplied by each other. It's like 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, which is 1000. That's the mean of 3 powers of 10. Okay, next I am converting from smaller unit to larger unit, so we have to divide. Next, the conversion here, we have 15,000 because we are converting between 15,000 to get kilometers, so you have to divide by 1000 to get 15. So the answer here is 15 kilometers. Okay guys, 15 kilometers. Okay, let's move to the next page. We have here, you have to convert between 1.8 decimeters to millimeters. Okay, let's think about it. we have decimeter here and millimeters here. So we are talking again about length. Okay, let's erase it here. Okay, so we are talking about length here between DC to milli. Where is DC here? DC or DC is here and milli is here. So when we move from DC to milli, so we are moving from this finger to get this finger. So we are moving through how many tenths here? 1, 2. So we have 2 tenths, which is 100. So if you want to convert from DC to meter or from meter to DC, you have to use 100. If you are converting from DC meter to millimeter, so you have to multiply, because we are converting between big to small. If you are converting from meter to or millimeter to decimeter, so you have to divide, because we're converting between small to big. Now let's see our problem here, converting between what and what? Between from decimeter to get millimeter. Okay, from decimeter to get millimeter. So you have to move in this direction. So you have to multiply by 100. Okay, so we're going to multiply what? 1.8 by 100. 1.8 by 100. Okay, as we studied before, if we are going to multiply decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, you have to move the point. If you want to multiply by 100, you have to move the point to the right. So multiply, write this as a note. Multiply, move to the right, move the point, of course, to right, and divided, move to left. Okay, you have to write it as a note in your book, any empty place. If you have empty space, write it. If you haven't, write it in your notebook. Okay, so if you multiply by 10, 100 or 1000, move to the right. If you divide by 10, 100 or 1000, move to the left. Move the point, of course. Okay, here, multiply by 100. Let's move the point to the right. How many places? Because we have 2 zeros here, so you have to move it 2 places to the right. Okay, let's move it 1 and 2. So this is a new place of the point. But here we have empty places, as we studied before. It's very easy. Empty place. So we fill the empty places with zeros. So it will be 1, 8, and here will be 0, and the new place of the point is here. We can put it and put 0 here, but after if we have the same number and we have 0 up and 0 at the end of the number, we can erase it, because 0 after the point here has no meaning. So we can erase it. So the answer is just 180. 180 what? We are converting between or from decimeter to get millimeter. So it will be millimeter. Okay. So we have 1.8 decimeter equal 180 millimeter. Okay, let's move to the next one. Convert 247 milligrams to centigrams. Okay, we are converting here from milligrams to centigrams. So we are talking about weight here because we have grams. So we are converting between small to big or big to small. We have milli and centi, between milligram to centigram. So you have to divide, yes, because we are converting here from small to big, which is from milli to centi. Okay, from milli to centi. Let's erase it. From milli to centi. Milli here and centi here. Okay, we are going to move from milli to centi, so we are going to move in this direction from milli to centi, like that. So we are going to move from small to big, so you have to divide here. Divide because we are moving from small unit to big unit, so you have to divide by the same number, which is 10. So you have to divide by 10 here. 247 divided by 10. Okay, 247 divided by 10 equal what? Here, as we learned before, divided move to the left. So, but here we don't have any point, and we tried before the original point here in the whole number. If you have whole number, the point here is hidden, which is here. So we have here the point because the original point of the whole number at the end of it. So if you want to move this point to the left, we are going to move it how many places? Yes, one place, because we have here 1 0. So you move it one place. So it will be the new one is here. The new place of the point is here between 4 and 7. So it will be 24.7 watt. We are converting between milligrams to centigrams. So it will be milligrams or centigrams here. Okay, let's move to our lesson back here. If you want to convert from milligram to decigram, so you have to divide, because we are going to convert from milligram to decigram. If you want to convert between this finger to reach this finger, you have to move two places. So you have to multiply by 10, then multiply by 10, or divide by 10 and divide by 10. So you have to divide by 100. Okay, here divide by 100, again the same one, 247 we want to divide it by 100 equals what? To convert from milli to get DC. So we have two zeros here, and as we said before, the original point is here in any whole number. So we move it two places to the left, 1, 2. So the new place of this point is here. So it will be 2.47 watt DC gram. Okay, the next one, the same. It will be 247 milligram divide by watt to get gram. He asking about gram here. So we are moving from milli to get the unit, which is gram, because we are talking about weight here. So it will be here gram. So we have to move through the three numbers here, 10 and 10 and 10. So you have to multiply by 10, then multiply by 10, then multiply by 10. In total, we are going to multiply by 1000. So if you want to move from this finger to get or to reach this finger, you have to multiply by 1000, because this smaller and this bigger, so you have to divide here. So from small to big, divide, big to small, multiply. Okay, so the answer will be the point. We're going to move three places to the left, and we're going to put it here and put 0 here. Okay, here is the same. We are converting between 3.9 hectoliters and to decaliters. Okay, so we are talking about liters here, which is capacity. Yes, so we are talking about capacity here, from hecto to deca. So we are going to use this diagram. We are going to use this diagram. Then we have here from hecto to deca. We are moving in this direction, right? So if you're going to move in this direction, you have to multiply. But multiply by what? From hecto to deca. Between them, only 1/10. So you have to multiply by 10. So we are going to multiply here by 10. We have 3.9 multiplied by 10. If you want to multiply again, 3.9 multiplied by 10 equal. You have to write all the steps to get the point. 3.9 multiplied by 10. How can we solve it? We have decimal point here. If we multiply by 10, we are going to move to the right. So the point is here. We are going to move to the right. How many places according to our zeros here? The number of zeros here is 1. So you have to move to the left, right, equal 1 place, because we have 1 0. So it will be 3, 9, 39, and the new place of the point here. But the point on the right has no meaning, so we can cancel it. Okay, so it will be 39. 39 what? 39 decaliter. Okay, so we have here 39 decaliter. Okay, it will be decaliter. Okay, to convert or to difference between deciliter and decaliter, write it as dA and L for liter. Okay, we have here not 3.9 hectoliter. You have to convert it to liter. So we have here hecto to the unit, which is liter, because we are talking about capacity here. So what we're going to do, we have to move from hecto to get liter. So you have to move in this direction, but you have to move through one 10 and another 10. So you have to multiply by 10 and then multiply by 10 again, which is multiply by 100. Okay, so let's try it. If we multiply by 100, 3.9 multiply by 100, okay, we have here the same thing, the same way. If you want to multiply by 100, we have two zeros here. According to the number of zeros, we are going to move our point here. So we are going to move our point two places, but we have empty place here. We have here empty place. So we replace it with 0. We fill it with 0. So it will be 3, 9, and 0. And we have point here, but point on the right has no meaning, so we can cancel it. So it will be 390 watt liter, yes. The next one, the same here, 3.9 multiplied by 1000 to get DC liter. So you have to multiply by 1000, move the point 3 places, so it will be 3.9, move it 3 places, it will be 1, 2, 3, and we have here, in this case, we have 2 empty places. So fill it with 0, so it will be 3, 9, 0, 0 DC liter. Okay, let's move to the next page. It will be easy now to convert from any unit to other unit. If you want to convert from any or between any two metric measures, it will be very easy if you understand and keep in your mind this rules, these diagrams. Okay, here, if you want to convert from liter to get DC liter, okay, this DC liter, not decaliter, okay, deca like that, D-A-L, this decaliter, okay, this DC liter. It's a big difference between both of them. Okay, so if you want to convert from liter to get DC liter, you have to multiply, because we are converting here from big to small unit. So you have to multiply by 10. If you multiply by 10, move the point just one place to the right, because we are going to multiply. So it will be 84.7, because we have here 8.47, and we want to move it two places or one place, because we are going to multiply by 10. So the new place is 84.7. Okay, the next one, 8.47, we want to multiply it by 100. So you have to move the point how many places? 2 places. 1, 2. So the new place is here. So it will be 8, 4, 7, and the point is here, but point on the right has no meaning, so we can cancel it. So the answer is 847. Okay, the next one, we want to multiply by 1000, so you're going to move 1, 2, 3 places to the right. So but we have here empty place here, so we fill it with 0. It will be 8, 4, 7, 0 point. The new place of the point is here, but it has no meaning, so we can cancel it. By the way, if you put it, it's right. If you want to put the point, it's okay, it's right. If you want to make yourself more accurate, so if you want to erase it, it's okay, but if you put it, it's correct. So it will be here 8470. The same here, we have 9824. This is not point, this comma, so it will be 9824 decigram divided by 10. So we want to convert it to gram. So from decigram to gram, let's erase this. From decigram, dc to gram, which is here, because we are talking about weight here. From dc to gram, decigram to gram, you have to move in this direction, which is divide by 10. So divide this by 10. 9824 divided by 10, it will be, move the point one place, 9824. Where is the point here? This whole number, yes. So the new place of the point is here. Move it to the left one place, because dividing by 10, it will be 982, and the new place is here, and 4. So the answer is 982.4. And the same here, and the same here. Here we are converting between from centimeter to meter. Okay, so we are talking about length unit here. So you have to divide it, because we are moving from small unit to big unit, from centimeter to meter. Let's see, from centimeter to meter, from centimeter here to meter here. By the way, here m for meter, not milli. Okay, milli is on your finger. If you write it just m in the question, so he asked you to convert to meter, not milli. Okay, if he want to ask you about milli, he will write for you double m, like that, this millimeter. But m, only m, so it represents meter. Okay, now we want to convert from dc to the unit of length, which is meter. So you have to move from dc, from this finger to this finger. So from centi to meter, so passing through 2 tenths here. So you have to divide, because we are converting from small to big, by 2/10, which is 100. So you have to divide here from centimeter to meter, divide by 100. If we divide by 100, we have to move the point 2 places. Okay, like that. So the new place it will be, let's write it here, and we want to move the point 2 places, 1, 2. So the new place is here. We can write it 42.50. It's correct. Or we can cancel this 0 because 0 on the right of any point, we can cancel it. So it will be 42.5 or 42.50. Both of them are correct. So the next one, 6,000 milliliter equal how many liters? So we are moving from milliliter to liter. So we are talking about capacity here. Okay, we have here from, let's cancel this, from milliliter, right? We have from milliliter to liter. Milliliter, where is milliliter? Milli to, from milli to the unit which is liter here, because we are talking about capacity. So we are moving from milliliter to liter. So we are moving through these 3 spaces. So we have to divide by 10 and another 10 and another 10. So we have to divide here by 1000 because we have 3 tens here. So you have to divide it by 1000. Okay, so you have to divide 6,000 by 1000. Okay, you have to write the steps. The steps is very important to understand what you are doing. Okay, divide by 1000. If we divide by 1000, I've started before, cancel 0 with 0, 0 with another 0, 0 with a third 0, which is 6 divided by 1 here, it will be 6 liters. The same is here, decigram and centigram. You have to divide to move from decigram to centigram, big to small, small to big, big to small, because dc is greater than centi, so we have to multiply by 10 here. So the answer is very simple. 4 multiplied by 10 equal 40. Okay, next one. Here is the same. It's very easy. Here, as we started before, do you remember how can we solve this? If you compare between any two quantities, you have to put both of them in the same unit. So we're going to see here which the greatest unit and which the smallest unit. And as we learned before, if you want to compare between two quantities, firstly put the same or the smallest unit as the same, and then convert the big unit to be looks like the small unit. So we have here 32 hectogram and 3.2 kilogram. Which is smaller here, hecto or kilo? Hecto is smaller than kilo, so put hectogram as the same with the same number, 32 hectogram. Okay, and convert kilogram to be hectogram to allow us to convert between the two numbers directly. So from kilo to hecto, let's see, from kilo here to hecto, you have to move in this direction, multiply by just 10. So multiply this by 10. So move the point to the right one place, because we are multiplying here, it will be 3, 2, and the point is here. So point on the right has no meaning, so we can cancel it. So we have here 32 hectogram and 32 hectogram, which is equal. Okay, let's move to the next one. We have 6 kilometers and 660 meters. Firstly, which of them is smaller? Where is a small unit here, meter or kilometer? Of course, meter is smaller. So put it as the same. It will be 660 meter. And convert this to get meter. 6 kilometer. How can we get meter here? Okay, let's see kilo and the unit. Okay, kilo, kilometer, and the unit itself, which is meter. Okay, so between them 1000, but we are talking from kilometer to get meter here, so you have to multiply or divide from big to small or small to big, big to small, right? So you have to multiply by 1000. So we're going to multiply here by 1000. 6 multiplied by 1000, it will be 6000. 6000 meter. Which is greater, 6000 meter or 660 meter? Of course 6000 is greater. And the same is here, milliliter and centiliter. Which is the smaller number or the smaller unit? Milliliter is a smaller, so write it as the same, 525. And here 525 centiliter, you have to multiply by 10 to get milliliter, so it will be 500 or 5250. And this of course greater than 5250, greater than 525. Okay, this is our second part of our lesson 10.5. I hope you understood all of this. It's very simple. You have to understand and you have to keep in your mind our lesson and our conversion between metric measures. And if you have any problem in this lesson, we are going to take tomorrow, inshallah. We are going to take virtual class at 12:30 p.m. inshallah. So if you have any problem, we will discuss it tomorrow inshallah in this virtual class. Thank you so much for listening, and goodbye.